Stress is deadly and stress kills. If you do not identify what is causing stress in your life, if you do not figure out a solution to combat that stress, if you do not take your self care and your mental health as your number one priority in life, you will not live an optimal life as a human. Identifying the signs of stress can be understanding if you feel productive or not. Do you have too much on your schedule? Are you saying yes to too many things that you shouldn't be saying yes to? Are you on your phone too much? Are we searching for dopamine 24/7? Dopamine sensors will never have enough. If you constantly say yes, you will constantly say yes. If you constantly swiping on your phone, you will constantly swipe on your phone. Just because we can do it doesn't mean it is healthy for us. We can eat all the junk food in the world and no one will stop us, but does that mean that is the best choice for an optimal life? No. And then once we figure out what is really hindering our life, what is really causing these stress factors to be amplified in our life, we have to figure out a way to resolve those stress factors. Are you saying yes to too many people? You have to learn and be okay with setting healthy boundaries. It is okay to say no if you are putting yourself first. There is nothing wrong with putting yourself first. If you have a set schedule of who you want to be and what you need to get done to be that person, and someone wants to interfere with it, even if it's a lifelong friend, you have to be okay within yourself to say no because you understand what life you want to live. You have to understand that you cannot pour into anyone else more than you are pouring into yourself. So the more times you say yes to someone, thinking you're helping them out but hurting yourself, you're actually hurting them because you aren't even going to the event, to whatever you're going to do with that individual as your best self. The more you find out ways to pour into yourself, the more you will overflow into everyone else around you, having a smile and seeing the positivity in everything. But it all stems from putting yourself first, putting your mental health first. If you are on your phone too much, you have so many reasons to be on your phone. You're trying to meet deadlines, you're trying to catch up with social media, you're trying to watch Netflix, whatever the case is, you have to be okay with saying, if I don't watch this one episode tonight, it's okay. I'm feeling stressed right now. If I can't meet this deadline, I will have to talk to this human because on the other end of whoever they are, boss, associate, co-worker, they are just a human, and talk to them as the individual they are and saying, hey, I have a lot on my plate. I am stressed right now. This deadline is going to have to get pushed back a little bit. If not, you're not going to get my best work. And it really all comes down to communication. How well do you communicate with yourself? Do you ask yourself the tough questions? Once we ask ourselves the tough questions, once we're able to communicate with ourselves effectively, we are able to communicate to those around us effectively. So we really want to make sure that we are targeting what needs to be targeted in our life to focus on what is helping us and remove that what is not. So removing all of the stress factors, this life is going to be stressful. You're not going to be able to remove all your stress factors, but all the unnecessary stress factors can undoubtedly be removed. And once those are removed, you can replace those with things that genuinely matter to you in life. No, it does not have to pay you, and no, someone doesn't have to pay you to do it. If you want to go swim, go swim. If you want to go play chess, go play chess. If you want to go play basketball, if you want to paint, if you want to color, do it. Do what makes you genuinely happy. Stop prioritizing things that don't matter over your mental health if you want a healthier life, if you want a better job, if you want a better relationship. All of that stems from being a better individual yourself. And how do you become a better individual yourself? You build a bond with yourself. If you want to have a relationship with a significant other, what do? You take them out, you compliment them, you show them the world. Same thing with ourselves. If you want a good relationship with yourself, if you want a good trusting bond, you have to be able to love yourself and look at the mirror and know that you're doing your best with yourself. You're taking yourself out on those dates. You're being kind and compassionate with yourself. All of these things eradicates unnecessary stress. Once you compliment yourself in the morning and saying, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome, you're getting things done, you're knocking things off your checklist. I've taken you out to go painting last night. Then you feel more obligated. You feel better to get the work that you theoretically shouldn't have to be getting done because now you're happy. Now you are in such a happier mental state that you have excess energy to pour out into other individuals, into your job, into every other area of your life. Circling back to what I said earlier, you cannot pour into anyone else or anything else more than you pour into yourself. By solely understanding burnout and then implementing small changes will combat you with sort of a shield against stress to amplify your livelihood properly. It's about prioritizing your self-care, yes, but it's also about balancing your self-care with your responsibilities because yes, those responsibilities do need to get done. But if we're going to do them, let's do them as the best version of ourselves. Stay positive, love yourself the best way you can, and thank you for taking your time out your day today to attempt to better yourself.